watch. The dreams of generations and the lofty promises enshrined in our constitutions are fading from the daily realities of ordinary citizens. As head of state and the symbol of national unity, it is time to demonstrate courageous leadership and steer our nation back toward justice, peace, and prosperity. In 6 days, Kenya will commemorate the 25 years since citizens took to the streets on 7th July 1990 to demand for multi-party democracy. This year's Saba Saba anniversary comes amid rising unrest fueled by governance failures, widespread youth unemployment, gross human violations. The National Alternative Alliance asks the President to highlight the grievances of Kenyans and propose urgent measures to prevent further national crisis. The President spoke to us the other day and said that he does not get what we are saying. We would love just to highlight, because we know that this is not breaking news to him. He knows it. But for purposes of responding to what he said and preparing for 7th, we would love to remind him and also propose some things, low-lying fruits that he can do to stem the slide into anarchy. So, unless deliberate efforts are made to de-escalate the growing tensions, our country risks plunging into chaos. To whom much is given, much is expected. As the leader of this nation, you must act decisively to calm the situation and create an environment for genuine dialogue and national healing. Your administration should immediately cease abductions and extrajudicial killings and withdraw all charges against activists and citizens arrested just for exercising their constitutional rights under Article 37. You need to release all those activists unconditionally. It is imperative to compensate all families of those killed and those injured during the demonstrations last year and even this year. It's also not just enough to announce that they have waived hospitals. Government and political actors implicated in violence against demonstrators. It's important to actually emphasize this point, that you saw the other day the media clearly outlined plans to disrupt demonstrations violently, getting communication and everything. There has not been arrest on that. So we call on the President to ensure that even those UDA employees who are planning to disrupt the demonstrations are arrested. Government official, be they those that are funding it, those that are supporting it, and those that are making inflammatory reports in so many places. This, we believe, is actually him creating goodwill so that then he can thaw the feelings and ensure that then we can talk to each other. Because as it is at the moment, his side is doubling down and the people are simply acting according to the Constitution. Equally, it's important to mention this, that it's important for the President, we are asking him to depoliticize security agencies and to stop weaponizing the criminal justice system against dissent. In addition, the leaders of majority in both the Senate and the National Assembly should be directed at least to move a motion so that Parliament establishes a special committee to examine the Gen Z protests, because until now that has not been done, and propose solutions. They need to get to the root cause of that and propose solutions. Parliament has not done that, and we love the President because he controls both the National and the National Assembly and the Senate, to talk to the majority leaders there, to move a motion and have Parliament constitute a special committee, if not at least an ad hoc committee, to look into these issues to the root and propose solutions. Further, we are asking the President to stop persecuting the media and civil society. The National Alternative Alliance proposes urgent establishment of a national dialogue framework that is multi-sectoral, civic-led, and time-bound, not a tokenistic attempt like what they did last year. We need something that will actually involve the faith-based people, civil society, but it should be civic-led and not led from the political side or government. This dialogue should address intergenerational divides, economic hardships, corruption, job creation, youth inclusion, among other pressing national challenges. Mr. President, your administration has consistently failed to fulfill the aspirations of Kenyans. The people you have appointed to help deliver your vision are failing the nation. Recycling the same individuals into critical positions has yielded little progress and fueled public frustration. While you are passionate about the Kenya Kwanza manifesto, which you call the plan, the truth is that if it were truly working, Kenya would not be experiencing the current turmoil. We urge you to undertake a radical midterm review, the AGs and the IG, the people who are running that sector, and we also what the CS said the other day. So if the president wants the temperatures to go down, we ask him to completely recalibrate his security sector. And we are bold enough to actually tell him, for people to say, the people he can send at home, the CS, the Director of National Intelligence, the IG of Police, the DIGs, the two DIGs. Already we have got a big problem with one of them, Mr. Lagat, and then the Director of National Intelligence, because we've spoken about abductions. Every time their names keep propping up. So if the president wishes that Monday looks different, we ask him to move very fast. The president will have to choose either his friends or the nation. He will have to choose between being the President of the Republic of Kenya or the friend to the IG, to the DIG, to Amin and the other people. He will have to choose one of those things. He has to choose either to become the leader of this nation or to have his own friends, and therefore he will actually have chosen a side. We ask him to actually constitute a fresh, credible team urgently, so that then we are able to, he's able to uphold the rule of law and protect the rights of all Kenyans. Mr. President, your administration is mired in various corruption scandals. Yet there is little sign of political will to confront this scourge decisively. The result is widespread perception of a government lacking integrity and accountability. Kenyans do not want lectures, they demand concrete action. The scandals weighing down on your administration are many and include, it's important, we would love to actually state the scandal so that we are not told that there has not been any scandal around here. What we have not seen is that we have not seen action on them. Number one, we have got the KEMSA scandal. Twice, there's KEMSA 1 and KEMSA 2, where people were just passing by and they could get tenders. You remember the Global Fund, the next thing, we don't know how that story died. There's the 20,000